6:00 to close.
Yeah, that was a great card.
And yeah, that shit wasn't right, man. That Mendez fight was crazy though. I don't remember who he fought, but that dude put a licking on him. Yeah, I think John Jones. I'm happy that he's back. I'm happy that all his tests came back clean. I'm happy that he is able to sit here and already scheduled another fight.
He's going to be fighting Anthony Smith.
Yeah, so I'm happy that he's already defending. He's staying healthy, he's staying in the right frame of mind. For a person of his caliber, I'm honestly excited, not only for the sport but for him, that we get to witness perfection in the octagon.
Yeah, John Jones, I don't care what anybody say, he's the greatest UFC fighter of all time. It used to be Anderson Silva for me, and Anderson Silva may be more respected in the sport. Excuse me. Amongst his peers, but John Jones was literally created in a laboratory to fight UFC fights. Like he's a creative player. Like he's literally built to be the perfect fighting machine in this sport. And I'm happy. I'm the same with you, man. I'm happy he cleared his drug test. Happy nothing came back positive there. So that's awesome. And I'm glad he's back, man. Like the UFC wasn't the same. Like you still had some great names in there. Like you still had the Tyrone Woodleys, and you still had the Conor McGregors and Khabibs, and you know what I'm saying. But
Woodley got a fight coming up too.
Yeah, I seen that.
Finally,
shout out to Woodley.
Dana hating ass.
Yeah, they be hating on Woodley.
Nigga.
They be hating on Woodley. They hate him. That all he do is go out there and win. So shout out to Woodley. But yeah, it's good to have John Jones back in the sport, man, and be able to watch his greatness. And he's in his prime, man. He's in his physical prime right now. He's only 31 years old. He probably still has another good 4 or 5 years of dominance in this sport. I'm hoping he fights Cormier again just so he can knock his ass out again. I fucks with Daniel Cormier, but dude, you just gotta let it go, man. You like, come on, man. You can't beat John Jones.
The one thing that's both hurt and helped him though is that he's only had 2 fights in the last 4 years. So while he did age, he didn't take any abuse.
Who's that, John Jones?
Yeah,
that's a fact.
So I mean that's a gift and a curse. Like yeah, he did lose a lot of years, but while he lost those years, he didn't succumb through injury. So
yeah, and he didn't lose a step either.
Yeah,
like he didn't lose a step. Like Gustafson,
he gave him his props after the fight.
He killed him, yo. The first round, they testing out the waters. He keeping his distance, testing the range, and then those next 2 rounds, complete domination. Yeah. And when he got him on the ground, he got him on the ground so easily, got him on his back, and then tied up his legs with his and just started pounding. I was like, man.
Yo, did you see how BJ Penn got locked up by that dude?
I missed that fight.
Oh my fucking God, bro. Yo, put that shit on YouTube. That shit was fucking crazy. Yo, he kicked him, then he did a juke back, like a football juke back, and then shot at his leg. Somehow ended up wrapping him up, kicking him in the head, getting him on the ground, and then ankle locked him, tapped him in like 2 seconds. That shit was fucking nuts. I mean, it went to the second round, but that whole little move,
that whole sequence,
I ain't never ever seen nothing like that before in my life.
Yeah, UFC fighters is something else, man. I hope I never run into one of them niggas in a bar or some shit.
That boy is special.
Yo, man, the Amanda Nunes knockout a Cyborg.
Yeah, that
nigga, she hits like a fucking earthbender. Bro, yo, the way she throws punches.
That fight was 51 seconds of goodness.
She beat the shit out of her.
Yo, they did no kicks. It
was straight hands,
shooting for nothing.
Yes.
That was on the corner. That was at the corner. That was at the corner.
Yeah.
That was at Walmart on a Black Friday, and you took the last thing of the thing your child wanted, and you gotta get it.
Man, yo, that shit was vicious. She hit her with some bombs, and when she hit Cyborg, that first one that stunned her, and you was like, oh shit, oh shit, and then she hit her again with another bomb. I'm like, oh no. And then she hit it with that knockout blow. I'm like, no, nigga. I thought Cyborg was gonna win that one, but shout out to Nunes, man. She's real.
Yeah,
she has crazy power. I would hate to see anybody that gets into a street fight with her.
Hell yeah,
female, male, anybody. That girl she's an earthbender. I'm convinced.
Oh yeah. Side note, my man got a fight February 23rd at the casino. my man Anthony Gugino. He 2-0 in his career right now.
That's what's up.
He finna take a big step too. So shout out to my man, the Spicy Meatball.
That's his name.
I can't make it up. I got a shirt at home.
Yeah, that's low key lit. Shout out to Anthony, man. I hope he comes through. We might have to check that one out
for sure.
All right, let's go ahead and transition into college football. Just want to touch on this a little bit. So the big news over the week was that Kyler Murray had decided to turn down about $14 million from the A's, Oakland A's, and he's going to enter into the NFL draft. So very big news. First of all, turning down $14 million. That's ballsy.
They already gave him $5 million. And his rookie contract is going to be more than that in the NFL. So
I respect that. I respect it. I respect the move.
Really ballsy.
But no, the fact that him pursuing a football career over a baseball career, where baseball money is where it's at. If you can become a star in baseball,
why
you're getting paid way more than you are in football?
Why is a baseball contract better than an NFL contract?
Because baseball contracts are fully guaranteed. Football contracts, you may sign like $100 million deal, but you're probably only going to take away maybe 40.
So realistically speaking, so if a player, right, who once they sign their rookie deal in baseball, I believe they have to wait 5 years before they can get something else. So they probably haven't made that much money yet. Then by the time that they get that money, they might, depending on if they're a great one, they might be able to sign something extraordinary. Maybe they're not. Who knows? Same case with who was that? Pujols, and forgot the other dude that played for Detroit. I'd rather.
Miggy, Miguel Cabrera.
No. The fat Spanish looking dude.
Miggy.
That's him?
Miguel Cabrera.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so over in football, prime example, I think Kirk Cousins has already signed 3 deals, and he will only be 32 when he gets released from this one. And pretty confident he will have cleared 100 and something millions of dollars. Especially because of the fact that he got franchise tagged twice.
The thing with Kirk Cousins, though, that's a different story. Kirk Cousins played it so perfect. He literally played the blueprint of how you should manage your contracts in the NFL. So, like, he beats it. Like, Kirk Cousins finessed the Redskins, and then he went and fleeced the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? And we only seen one player do that. So that's only one prime example. We've seen several players get huge contracts in baseball. Like, not even great players. If you're a decent player in baseball, you're going to make a lot of money. Plus, your longevity is going to be greater in baseball than it is in football, especially for a guy like him. Because Kyler Murray is tiny. Like, the dude he's listed at 5'11", maybe 200 pounds. Like, he look about $180, $185. You know what I'm saying? But I respect the move, man. I like you have a passion for a certain sport. I say pursue your passion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can still go back to baseball. If all else fails in football and it doesn't pan out, let's say, 4 years from now, he'll only be 25 years old. And he can go back to baseball and still have a 10 to 15 career in baseball. So,
facts.
But reason why I brought him up, though, I just wanted to get your opinion. First of all, do you think Kyler Murray will be a first-round pick for an NFL franchise?
Most likely. I mean, I don't want to say there aren't that many teams that need a quarterback, but there aren't that many teams that need a quarterback. The ones that do, they might honestly look at the homeboy from Duke first. They might look at
Hopkins from Ohio State.
Who's Yeah.
He's the number 1 rated quarterback in this draft by a lot of analysts. And
then the dude from Duke is 2.
Yeah, Duke is number 2. The guy from Duke, he's coming in number 2.
Ain't there? I don't mean to sound offensive here, but ain't there like this white dude from I want to say like an Ole Miss or UCLA or something like that? Like one of them schools that's coming out, supposed to be like 3 or 4, something like that. That if he has a pro day, I think they said he was gonna get vaulted up in a big way. So I mean, there's an outside chance that he does based on potential, but
So the three quarterbacks is Dwayne Haskins from Ohio State. You got Daniel Jones from Duke, and then Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is listed as the third quarterback. This is off the big board of my man Daniel Jeremiah from NFL Network. So I'm just reading off his notes here.
Who's 4? Who's number 4?
They're not showing 4. I'm reading off his mock draft.
Okay. I don't know who that quarterback is, but I was reading about him.
Yeah, but it seemed like every year, like in the NFL draft, it seems like a quarterback, some type of quarterback is always being taken higher than he should, just because the NFL is such a quarterback league. Like if you don't have a franchise quarterback, you're not going to win.
Yeah, that's bound to happen.
So, I think personally, Kyler Murray is definitely going to be a first round pick. I'm kind of interested to see. Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of interested in seeing where he goes. Is he going to be a high first round pick? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because look at the teams that got let's take top 15 picks. So Arizona, probably not because they already took a first round. That's the first overall pick.
You never know.
They took a quarterback last year in Rosen, but the head coach
Pillsbury is on record saying that
he would take a number 1.
He would. So
we'll see how that goes. San Fran, they just paid Jimmy Garoppolo. Doubt that. The Jets, they drafted one last year. The Raiders, maybe. Oakland might be a spot.
Yeah,
they look like they might get rid of Derek Carr. Tampa Bay, possibly. They said that they're committed to James for one more season, but we'll see how that one goes. New York needs a quarterback. Jacksonville needs a quarterback. Denver needs a quarterback. Cincinnati, Miami, and probably Washington. So there are some quarterback needy teams in those top 15 picks.
I could see Washington drafting the quarterback of the future.
I can definitely see one of those teams kind of jumping the gun and taking a flyer on him. And the thing with Kyler Murray too, like the brother got skills, man. Like the thing about him is that he's small. He's 5'11". He's maybe 195 pounds at most. But in terms of like his quarterback skill, like he has an explosive arm. He's very accurate.
Can he be Russell?
That's a comparison. And he's small like Russell, because Russell's what, 5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah, he's something.
But
he's 6 foot.
Got the baseball background and natural born leaders. That Russell was a great college quarterback, natural born leader.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
It'll be interesting to see because Russell Wilson came into the league killing. Like people forget about that rookie season. Like everybody was thinking it was between Andrew Luck and Robert Griffin III. They had great rookie seasons that year, but Russell Wilson took his team further into the playoffs, beat Robert Griffin III in the playoffs, and had a historic rookie season. So if Kyler Murray can be anything like Russell Wilson, then I think any team that drafted him is going to be ecstatic.
I agree. I think that he'll definitely be a ticket grabber as long as he has an opportunity to shine. I hope that if someone grabs him that does need a quarterback, doesn't go the Baker Mayfield route and doesn't botch it. Then again, I'm hoping that he doesn't have to go through the hard trials and errors that Rosen had to go through with a decimated, obliterated offensive line. So I'm hoping that that someone like him does fall into a situation where he can use his talents to produce greatness.
I would like to see him go late first round. I like to see him go to a team with like an established aging veteran. And I'm gonna throw a team out here, and actually Daniel Jeremiah has a mock to them, and it's to the New England Patriots, where he can sit behind Tom Brady for maybe another year or two and get under the tutelage of Bill Belichick.
If Tom wins this chip, he not coming back.
Tom is coming back.
If Tom wins this chip, he not coming back.
Tom definitely coming back.
He 41.
It don't matter.
He win this chip, he gone.
I don't think so.
Nah.
But we gonna talk about the championship games. All right. So, yeah, that's one from Kyler Murray. Side note on this one. Did you check out what happened at the White House?
With them
with our president,
with that food shit, man.
Shout out to Trump, man. Yo, so Donald Trump.
He said, shout out to Trump.
So Donald Trump had the national championship Clemson Tigers come to the White House for the meeting with the president for winning the championship game, and they usually have like a nice smorgasbord for the champions, and Trump decided to go ahead and order a smorgasbord of fast food. So you got your Big Macs, you got your, you got your 2 for $5s, you got your